Hey, it's Game Hydro. Today we're talking about Warzone 3D shooting games. This game is notoriously difficult and notoriously a grinder. We're going to go over Chapter 3, which is called Covert Strike. Now, when I read the reviews for the game before downloading it, Chapter 4 and Chapter 11 seemed to be the ones that pissed everybody off. But as I was playing it, I honestly noticed my own struggles were much worse on Chapter 3 before I finally beat it. So we're going to go over a little bit how to beat it. First, I'm going to go over what my weapon levels were at the time I beat it. My gun level is about 64 now. It was about 40 by the time I finally beat it. My Hydra was about level 5 when I beat it, which meant I had about 5 ammo and a little less damage. My Hellfires were level 1, but even though I had Hellfires at the time, they honestly did not really do a whole lot for me when I played the level. My main weapon was the 25mm gun, because that was easily the one that was the strongest against the vehicles. And it, at about level 40 or so, it only took 2 shots to knock out one of the infantry troops. As far as the buffs, I had armor plate minus 10. I didn't have that other one. I had track bonus damage plus 5 at the time. I did not have that splash damage one. And just like now, I don't have any buffs for the Hellfire. Or I didn't. And I did not have the sniper buff or the little bird buff at the time, so I'm not going to use those in this playthrough. And I did not have the minefield buff at the time. So I'm going to use the closest thing I had during the playthrough in order to kind of keep it fair and to kind of keep it as realistic as possible. Now, here's some things you can do in the settings if the game is uncomfortable at all for you. It looks like there's not really any graphics controls. However, you can edit the control layout. You can invert either the x-axis or y-axis. You can pinch to zoom if you'd like. You can turn aiming sensitivity higher or lower depending on how much you want to move your finger in order to aim at a new target. Don't put the sensitivity too high or it's pretty easy to get lost. And for the control layout, obviously everything's on the left-hand side, but you can move things around to your heart's desire if you want to. So you can completely change the handedness of the game. Me, I'm right-handed, so playing a game that was styled kind of for left-handed was a little bit, it took a little bit of getting used to at first, but eventually I found it getting fairly easy. So I'm going to reset that back to default because I'm fine with the way it is for now. Exit. And without further ado, we're going to go into Covert Strike. Not COVID Strike. Sorry about that. All right. Now, of course, you're going to be wanting to go back to the stage in order to beat your goals, in order to get free gold. Because everybody wants more supply drops, and the more gold, the more supply drops. So, obviously, hint number 1 on this stage, don't grind it all for the Hellfire missiles. They, honestly, are a bit of a waste of money for this level. You just want to keep it simple and get your 25mm gun powerful and make smart use of your Hydras. Before going into the level, let's take a look at who we're going to be facing. Enemy intel. So this is the one that tends to ruin people's worlds. The missile launcher has moderate armor, epically heavy damage that will ruin your world in like one shot if you don't knock it out right away. Of course, it doesn't move though, which makes it an easy target. Infantry, you know about infantry at this point. There's too many of them. And they don't do much of anything well, but in big numbers, they do everything well. Strikers, they got a lot of speed, moderate armor, moderate damage. Humvees, low damage, low armor, very high speed. Still, they're nice because they're pretty easy to kill, though. And then you got the cargo plane. You got medium armor, medium speed, and does no damage. It drops enemy vehicles onto the battlefield. Destroy it before it drops its cargo to neutralize its attack. So we're going to try to smoke the cargo plane as part of this. Alright. So where's the arrow? Boom. There's about an exact 1 second delay between firing the 25mm gun and when it hits. So use that to your advantage. Wait for this cargo plane to try to show up. Okay, Hydra. Alright, cargo plane. Let's see if I can get it before it goes away. Smoked him. Didn't really help though. Took way too long. I was hitting the button in the wrong location, which was kind of stupid. Let's try that again. Mission 3, Covert Strike. Start off the same way. Boom. Boom. Use your Hydra smartly. My favorite use of the Hydras. There's the cargo plane.
Daddy, what's raise your water?
Give me a minute, bud. Killed the cargo plane. Let's get back down here. Already ran out of ammo. That was kind of stupid. You know what? I've never beaten the cargo plane that level before, so I'm going to go back to ignoring it because I'm going to ignore it. All right, let's go. Boom, boom, boom. One shot, one kill. So you want your 25mm gun upgraded to the point of one shot, one kill. Now, as we know, the cargo plane drops these dudes, but they are much easier to kill. Those Humvees don't have a whole lot of armor. Makes them very easy to kill. This thing, the Striker, has more armor, but not insurmountable with the guns. Yeah, give me a few minutes. And here comes the missile launcher. Make sure to throw your guns and your Hydras at it before it smokes your friendly. Alright. So, mission complete easily. The main key is to have your gun strong enough to smoke the vehicles and to have your and to be alert when the missile launchers are showing up, because they tend to show up without drawing a lot of attention, and when they do, they will ruin your world fast. Let's do one more playthrough this stage. I'm going to try to win and blow the crap out of the cargo plane just for the hell of it. I might need some heavier weaponry to deal with the cargo plane, though. I'm going to use a Hellfire here, because the 25mm gun is just flat out not doing the job. There it is. Hellfire time. Jeez. All right, there it is. C-130 gun. Get the Humvees first. They're easy to kill. You might have to wait until coming back to the level later to blow out the cargo plane because it is far, far, far easier to beat the stage without blowing up the cargo plane than with blowing it up. Whatever. Anyway, this is Game Hydro. Thank you for watching. Please like.